Hi students, we'll learn about data types in C today. Yeah. So the data types in C basically we would have heard about data types. So basically data type refers to a broad system used to declare variables or functions in different types. The types of a variable determine how much space it occurs in a storage and how the bit pattern stored in and interpreted. Okay, so basically nothing but it just gives us an idea about yeah, this data type or this variable should have this much space. Yeah, so coming to the types of data type, we have data types which been divided to different categories like primary, derived, or recurrent. In primary, we have integer, character, float, and type void. Whereas in derived, we have arrays and pointers. When you come to the user defined, we have enumerated, type def, and structure. So let's see each one of it one by one in detail. Yes, yeah. So let's see what is integer data types. So basically integer data types which can hold a whole number, basically which can hold a whole number in range or range of value that are or mission dependent. So generally an integer occupies 2 bytes memory space and its value range limit between -32768 to +32767. Yeah. So yeah, the integer data type is nothing but which can store an integer type of value. Yes. And coming to the character data types, so it basically it can hold a single character. So as there are signed and unsigned integer, they're either short or long. In the same way, there are signed and unsigned characters as well. So both occupy 1 byte each, but having different ranges. Unsigned character can have a value between 0 and 255, whereas the signed characters have a value between -128 to positive or +127. Yeah. So let's see the next one, the float data types. So as we know, the integer can hold some integer value, whereas a character can hold a single character. When you come to the float data type, it is used to store fractional numbers or real numbers with 6 digit of precision. Floating numbers are denoted by keyword float. When the accuracy of the floating number is insufficient, we can use double to define the number. So the double is same as the float but with longer precision and take double space 8 byte than float. To extend the precision further, we can use double which occupy 10 bytes of memory as well. So as you can see for the double data type float, we can have storage size as 4 byte. When you come to the double, it can have the data type of 8 byte and the precision also increases. When it float, the precision is 6 decimal places. When you come to the double, we'll have 15 decimal places, and when you go to long double, which can have a space of 10 byte and precision can go up to 19 decimal places. Yes. Yeah. Next is type void data types. It has no values, therefore we cannot declare it as a variable. As we did in case of integer and float, the void type is usually used with function to specify its type. Like in our first C program, we have declared main as void because it does not return any value. Basically, void does not return any value. Yeah, so that's what it cannot declare. It's a variable as we cannot we did in the case of integer and float. Yes. Next, coming to the derived data types. So we have two derived data types, nothing but array and pointers. So arrays in C are a collection of similar data types or homogeneous data types. Means an array can hold a value of particular data types for which it has been declared. Array can be created from any of the C data type in basis, like integer or whatever. Yes. Now coming to pointer. Pointers is a special variable that can use to store the address of another variable. Yeah. Now let's see what is enumerated data types or enum. So enumerated data types is a user-defined data type having finite set of enumeration constants. The keyword enum is used to create enumerated data types. Enumeration data type consists of named integer constants as a list. It starts with 0 by default. The value is incremented by 1 for the sequential identifier in the list. So syntax will be enumerated and the data type and the constant. So constant can be 1 1 to n number. So you can see enumerator months Jan, Feb, March, like that. That's other examples we can yeah. Even it can even assign a value to, you can see enumerator month Jan is equal to 1, Feb, March. So Feb and March are variables, will not be assigned to 2 and 3 respectively by default. Yes. Now typed data type. So it is used to create data types, but it is commonly used to change the existing data type to another one. So typed of data type and new data type, that is a syntax. So typed of int to integer. So integer roll number will be the new one. Yes. Now let's see what is structured data type. Structure is a collection of different data types which are grouped together, and each element in a Z structure is called members. So this is a syntax. We can see struct student, integer roll number, character name, and character city. You can see it is a collection of different data type together using a keyword called struct. That's all. Thank you.